When she got the ultrasound machine out and she started looking, and it wasn't like the normal looking. It was just like
something was off.
Yeah, something was off. And we're like, is everything okay? And she's like, I can't find his heartbeat. And from that moment on, it was like you could hear like glass shattering. It was like everything that was us, like all of a sudden just rushed away, and it was all over the floor, and we were just, I immediately like curled up into a fetal position, and I wouldn't talk to anybody.
There's a lot more pregnancy loss than people realize. 1 in 4 babies is lost in the first trimester.
We were gonna have a boy, and we were like through the moon excited. I was 21 weeks pregnant, and nobody wants to hear at 21 weeks that your baby, let alone our only boy, had passed.
Mike was at work, and so that was probably the hardest phone call I've ever had to make, was telling him that I was at the doctor's office for a perfectly normal appointment and that the baby didn't have a heartbeat anymore. She took 45 minutes on that ultrasound, and she said, I so desperately want his heart to start beating for you.
So it's a lot more babies than you realize, but people don't talk about it. And that's one of the things we're trying to do, is to get people to talk about it, because when they can talk about it, they can heal.
We're Jim and Donna Murphy, and we are the co-founders of Heaven's Gain Ministries. Donna is the executive director of Heaven's Gain Ministry, and I'm the vice president. The mission of Heaven's Gain Ministries is to provide for the spiritual, physical, and emotional needs for families experiencing stillborn or miscarriage losses. We provide for the families before, during, and after the actual loss of their child.
Donna comes running through the door, and I'm Donna Murphy, and I'm here to help you, and I later found out it was her wedding anniversary. It was her 25th wedding anniversary, and she was at the hospital with us, telling us what to expect and what he would look like and her experience. And so she was there with us and answered any questions that we had, questions that we didn't even know we had. She was able to answer, and that was really important.
Families come into us from the doctor's office, and before they go into the hospital, afraid, they're scared, they want to get it over with. When they leave Heaven's Gain, or when they hang up the phone from us after working on a birth plan, they leave empowered. They feel like they have a plan, and they're ready to meet their child and to treasure that time with them.
And I went directly from the doctor's office to Heaven's Gain Ministries. I picked up a miscarriage kit, and even though they knew it was my 4th miscarriage, they talked me through everything. They genuinely cared and knew that this was overwhelming no matter how many times you do it.
We wrote out a birth plan, and I didn't even know we should do something like that till Donna recommended, and that helped it, because the nurses and doctors, they followed everything that we wanted to do. They didn't do anything we did not want to do, and Donna really helped us construct that the way we wanted it, and it just made us feel more comfortable.
We still had emotions, and we still had a lot of things to work through. A lot of questions our daughters had that we couldn't answer. And thanks be to God, Donna and Kim were right there. They were never more than a phone call away. If I hadn't been communicating with them, they'd text me or shoot me a quick phone call saying, are you okay? How's things going today? Do the girls have any new questions? Can I come over and babysit your girls? Give you guys some time to be together.
Most of our other miscarriages, we didn't have, they weren't old enough to even understand a lot of them. So that was a big help to kind of ease their questions and concerns, and just even the oddest questions that they had, they were able to answer and just make them feel comfortable and understanding on it.
I was able to look at the website and, we looked at the pictures of the caskets, the beautiful caskets. I loved it. It was cherry wood. I don't know why, it just meant something.
You always like cherry.
Yeah. And so I said, I really want that one. That's the one I want my baby in.
It's been really good for my healing, even to be able to put myself out there every month and just help people through their losses. And that's something that I really felt called to do because Heaven's Gain was able to help us before and during. And I knew that there was a lack of support for women and families after loss. And so that's what I did.
I would just be so energized after the meetings because it just gave me so much hope, and just being able to talk about the miscarriages.
Well, I know something that I think was helpful for both of us was we went to some of the support groups at Heaven's Gain after our daughter died. And I think just having, at least for me, the opportunity to talk about it and to tell her story was healing. And then also to have that, glimmer that, you're not always going to feel as bad as you feel now. That the pain isn't always going to be as sharp. That time can also be healing.
There's just kind of like this certain, I don't know what to call it, like a belief system that we have that you're not really, grief is only supposed to be for so long. Like when you're getting over this, like come on now, it's now to get ready to get moving, instead of just allowing yourself to really experience the loss, experience this emotion, and to really authentically be able to be together as a family. And it was awesome to have Heaven's Gain help us with that. And we did have a funeral, and we had our priest friend of ours came and did a rite, and we went and buried Stella. So we did everything that you would do if we had lost a child that was like fully grown. So it was there was beauty to that, and Heaven's Gain was present the whole time.
So last year we helped around 1,500 families. It's increased every year, and we expect it will increase this year as well. Our goal is to reach all the families that want to bury their baby, or to have an appropriate urn to be able to put their remains in.
So if you or a loved one is suffering from miscarriage, stillbirth, or infant death, or if you've suffered that in the past, please know that we're here for you. You can find our website at heavensgain.org or email us at heavensgain@heavensgain.org. We're there for you.